Hello everyone. We are going to study magnetostatistics in this video. So the word statistics is study of an object when it is at rest. So this word statistics we can divide it into two. So any statistics, study of statistics means study of the object when it is at rest. Now magnetostatistics means it is study of electrically conducting fluid in the presence of magnetic field when the fluid is at rest. So magnetostatistics means it is study of electrically conducting fluid. The fluid should be electrically conducting in the presence of magnetic field. So we are having magnetic field also. So magnetostatistics means study of electrically conducting fluid in the presence of magnetic field when it is at rest. Already we have studied basic equations of magnetohydrodynamics in our previous video. So now we are going to consider those basic equations of MHD. So our continuity equation of the continuity equation of MHD equation is, basic MHD equation is del dot Q equal to 0. This is our continuity equation, and momentum equation is dou Q by dou T plus Q dot del Q is equal to minus del P plus rho G plus mu del square Q plus J cross B. So in the presence of magnetic field, this is our momentum equation, and magnetic field equation is dou H by dou T is equal to del cross Q cross H plus nu m del square H. So these three equations are our basic equation of magnetohydrodynamics. Now we are dealing with magnetostatistics. It means the fluid is at rest. The fluid is at rest means velocity is 0, right? So there is no motion in that, therefore fluid velocity is 0, that is Q is 0. So when Q is 0 means this equation reduced to the form momentum equation. In momentum equation LHS become 0, correct? Therefore we will have minus del P plus rho G plus Q is 0 plus J cross B equal to 0. Now for magnetostatistics, minus del P rho G plus J cross B equal to 0 is our momentum equation. This is our momentum equation. And from magnetic field equation, dou H by dou T is equal to nu m del square H. So for magnetostatistics, these two equations are our basic equations. Now we are going to prove that in magnetostatistics, the Lorentz force is irrotational. First thing, the Lorentz force is irrotational. That is J cross B should be irrotational. So how to prove irrotational? Curl of the field function should be 0. If curl of some function is 0, then this function is said to be irrotational. First thing we have to prove Lorentz force is irrotational. Lorentz force is irrotational. Then we are going to prove the current lines and the magnetic field lines or lie on the surface P plus rho omega, and this magnetic field lines and current lines are constant. First thing we are going to prove Lorentz force is irrotational. Then we are going to prove current line and magnetic field line lies on the surface P plus rho omega and is constant. So to prove this, we will consider the momentum equation in magnetostatic form. We are considering momentum equation. So what is our momentum equation? We can write this as del P is equal to rho G plus J cross B. I am shifting del P to RHS, so we will get this equation. Del P is equal to rho G plus J cross B. I'll take this as equation 1. We should get the equation of the form P plus rho omega. It means G should be omega. How to get this? Already we have used by the condition conservative. Gravitational potential is conservative, right? G is conservative. Since G is conservative, we can write G as minus del omega. So this equation becomes del P is equal to rho minus del omega plus J cross B. So if we group the terms, we will get del P plus del of rho omega is equal to J cross B. How did you get this? Since G is conservative. Since G is conservative, we can take G as minus del omega. So after shifting to LHS, we will get del P plus del rho omega is equal to J cross B. Now, taking del common, we will get P plus rho omega is equal to J cross B. Just taking del common. Now, I am going to take curl on both sides. Why I am going to take curl on both sides? We have to prove Lorentz force is irrotational. What is our Lorentz force? J cross B. So to prove it is irrotational, curl of some function should be 0. So we are going to take curl on both sides. So curl of del P plus rho omega is equal to del cross J cross B. We know that curl of a divergence is 0. Therefore RHS is 0. Now we got del cross J cross B as 0. So whenever curl of a function is 0, then the function is irrotational. Therefore J cross B is irrotational, or in other words, Lorentz force is conservative. We have proved this. Now we have to prove current line and magnetic field lines lies on the surface P plus rho omega. To prove this, I will take dot product with J. J means current lines. So I am going to take dot product with this equation. I will take this as equation 2. So our equation 2 is del of P plus rho omega plus J cross B. Equal to J cross B. This is our second equation. Now I am going to take dot product on both sides with J. So I am going to consider current line J dot del of P plus rho omega is equal to J dot J cross B. So J dot J cross B is 0. Therefore J dot del of P plus rho omega is 0. I'll take this as equation 3. I already taken dot product with respect to J. Now I am going to take dot product with B in equation 2. In equation 2, I am going to take dot product with respect to B. B of del of P plus rho omega is equal to B dot J cross B. Again B dot J cross B is 0. So this is also 0. I'll take this equation as 4. So from equation 3 and 4, it follows that del of P plus rho is perpendicular with J. See, from this equation, we can conclude that J is perpendicular to the surface del of P plus rho omega. Similarly, from this equation, we can prove that the vector del of P plus rho omega is perpendicular to B. This is perpendicular to J, this is perpendicular to B. Also, the geometrical meaning of gradient of scalar function. We notice that del of P plus rho omega is a vector normal to the surface P plus rho omega. See, if we have del of F, the vector normal to the, this is a vector normal to the surface F. So from the geometrical meaning of gradient of a scalar function, we conclude that del of P plus rho omega is a vector normal to the surface P plus rho omega. Thus, it follows that current line J and magnetic field line lies on the surface P plus rho omega. And this is constant because whenever it is having a scalar function, then only from gradient of the scalar function, it is observed that this is normal to the surface. Del F is a vector normal to the surface F. Therefore, we conclude that P plus rho omega is a constant. Correct? So, first thing, to prove Lorentz force is irrotational, we are considering the momentum equation. In the momentum equation, G is conservative. So, just substitute G as minus del omega. Group the terms, take curl on both sides. We will get Lorentz force is irrotational. To prove current lines are perpendicular, I am taking dot product with J. From this, we can prove that current lines are perpendicular to this surface. Similarly, take dot product with B. We prove that magnetic field lines are perpendicular to that surface. Also, from the geometrical meaning of the gradient, del of P plus rho omega is a vector normal to the surface P plus rho omega. So, from equation 3 and 4, we can conclude that P plus rho omega is constant. So, next thing is we are going to see what is force-free magnetic field. So, now we are going to study what is force-free magnetic field. So, what is force-free magnetic field means? The magnetic field force acting per unit volume of the electrically conducting fluid. So, we are considering an electrically conducting fluid. In that, we are considering magnetic force acting per unit volume is J cross B. This we denote it by J cross B. The magnetic field force acting per unit volume of the electrically conducting fluid is J cross B. If this force is 0, means we are telling the magnetic field force acting per unit volume. If that force is 0, if there is no magnetic field force, if that magnetic field force is 0 everywhere in the fluid, then it corresponds to force-free magnetic field. So, J cross B is the magnetic field force acting per unit volume of the electrically conducting fluid. If this force is 0 everywhere in the fluid, then the corresponding magnetic field is said to be force-free magnetic field. Now we are going to study the basic equations for force-free magnetic field. So from the definition, J cross B is 0. Right? Force-free magnetic field means there should not exist a force acting per unit volume. So it means J cross B is 0. J cross B is 0 means we have 1 by nu del cross B. J I am substituting it as del cross B. Cross B is 0. Right? This implies curl of B cross B is equal to 0. So it means del cross B and B should be same. Then only we will get, see, if we have J cross J, F cross F, then only it will be 0. Right? When we have two functions, then it will be 0. Or it should be alpha of some constant function into function is 0. So in the same way, we have del cross B equal to 0 implies this curl of B should be some constant into B. This implies del cross B is equal to alpha B. So where alpha is some scalar function. Also we know that del cross B is equal to 0. Solenoidal, sorry. Another possibility is del cross B can be 0. If del cross B is 0, this implies curl of B is parallel to B. If both are parallel to each other, then only it will become 0. This implies B is 0. But B is not equal to 0. It is not possible. Therefore, del cross B is equal to alpha B. Right? Now, I am going to take divergence on both sides of this equation. I will get divergence of curl of B is equal to divergence of alpha into B. So, divergence of curl of a function is 0. From LHS, we can write this as alpha into del dot B plus B dot del into alpha equal to 0. Del dot B is 0 using solenoidal property. Therefore, B dot del alpha is equal to 0. It means there is no variation in alpha along the magnetic field lines. Alpha is scalar function. It means there is no variation in alpha along magnetic field lines. Now we consider magnetic field equation. So already we have written magnetic field equation, that is dou B by dou T or dou H by dou T is equal to mu M del square B. If it is B, this is also B. Right? So this can be written as 1 by mu M dou B by dou T is equal to del square B. I'll take this as equation 1. Now I'll take tau as mu M into T. I'm going to take mu M into T as some variable tau. Now this equation 1 becomes 1 by mu M using total derivative formula. Dou B by dou T changes to dou B by dou tau into dou tau by dou T is equal to del square B. So what is dou tau by dou T? When we differentiate this, we will get nu M. So 1 by nu M dou B by dou tau into nu M is equal to del square B. So we have del square B as dou B by dou T. So I'll take this as equation 2. See, I am considering magnetic induction equation. I have shifted mu m to LHS. Here I am going to substitute mu m into T as tau. So here we are having dou B by dou T. So dou B by dou tau into dou tau by dou T using total derivative formula. Dou T by dou T, dou tau by dou T we will get by differentiating this equation. So when we differentiate this, we will get mu m. Now mu m will get cancelled, we will get equation 2. Now we will consider a vector identity del cross B. What is del cross B? We have del of del B minus del square B. Already we have derived this. So we know how we get this. Now del dot B is 0 because of solenoidal property. What is del square B? Minus curl of curl B. Now substitute this in equation 2. We will get dou B by dou tau is equal to minus curl of curl B. What is curl of B? Curl of B is alpha into B. So substitute here, we will have minus del of alpha, minus curl of alpha B. So using vector property again, we will have curl of alpha B as, so dou B by dou tau is equal to, use the property here, curl of alpha B. Alpha is scalar function. We can write this as alpha into del cross B minus del alpha cross B. So what is del cross B? Del cross B is alpha B again. So here we will get alpha B again. So this becomes minus alpha square B. Del cross B is alpha B. So alpha into alpha become alpha square B. And this is minus of this become plus B cross del alpha. Therefore, dou B by dou tau is equal to B cross del alpha minus alpha square B is the basic equation for force-free magnetic field. I'll write here neatly. Dou B by dou tau is equal to B cross del alpha minus alpha square B. This equation is the basic equation for force-free magnetic field.